All right, so hello everyone. I guess we can start now, and welcome to MentorCon conference on social life. By the way, thank you for joining us today. My name is Inayat, and I'm peer advisor at Academic Advising Office. And today I'll be hosting the event. And at today's conference, you will find out more about balancing academic and social life and the importance of it. After each presentation, we're going to have some small Q&A, so please feel free to ask questions from our speakers. And please welcome our first speaker, Shamil. Shamil, the stage is yours.
Hello, everybody. You can hear me, you can see me, yes?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. So, again, hello, everybody. I'm really happy to be with you today and share something that I have. Well, the topic is how to be social active, and mostly I will be talking about myself. And if you find something really useful for you, I'll be really happy. And yeah, I'll find then my lecture that it was really important if it helps. Okay. Again, my name is Shamil, and here's my Instagram, Shamil et al. Yeah, I have put my Instagram, and then I thought, okay, I've deleted Instagram actually. So why did I put it? Yeah, but I want just to make a little clarification. What does mean et al? So, you know, you all have been signing, like citing, doing reference lists in your projects, and et al means that there are a lot of authors. So for me, it's like my life is not about me, it's about people who are around me, and that's why like social activity communities is very important for me. So now, oops. So here is me, and maybe also you can put yourself. So you're in the big university, and even not only university, but like in the big like community of Kazakhstan, and you have a lot of opportunities and like what to choose, how to be social active, and like what social activity do I need, where do I want to put my efforts, where do I want to spend my time, and where it will be useful for me. So in my first 3 years in university, I have been doing all my social activity outside of Nazarbayev University. So it was not really in NU. And then me and my friends opened, maybe you know, board games club in university, and I was vice president, and we were working with my friend together. Yes, but before I want to talk about this, about my first 3 years. So what did I do? So I was actually part of community, and we were how to say, working or maybe supporting, influencing teenagers. So it was a group of teenagers, cool guys who were going to school, maybe college, and we were like those who are students who are already young adults. We were like examples for them, and we were just giving them some advices, and we were doing a lot of one-to-one meetings with them, and we were sharing with all knowledge and experience that we had. And then I had those people who were supporting me. So I was influencing someone, then I had a team, and then someone was influencing me. And it was really cool because it was so supportive for me. And actually, it was inside the church, and we had their teenagers. We had a group of community who were doing some interesting projects, who were, again, as I said, like in weekly terms, we were meeting and talking and sharing time. So about social activity, I guess it's really important that it has positive influence. So if you find that the community that you're in is not providing you positive influence, then maybe you should think like, should you be social active in this community? And next one is it supportive also? Like if it's really supportive for you, maybe this is community where you want to be and like, you want to share your time there and spend your time there. And last point is meaningful. Well, I just put three, there are much more, a lot. But meaningful is, well, if you find that it's meaningful, then you do it. If you don't find, then you do for some time because you like it, and then you're like thinking, okay, well, what did I do? Like, what was it useful? Was it, yeah, like, did I influence someone like in the positive way, or did someone give me something important for me? So again, we're talking about how to be social active, but it's really important, like how we're going to be and how we're going to reach this goal. So I want to smoothly go to the second point where I want to talk about your academic performance with social activity. So it's kind of like circular dependence of your academic performance and how you're social active. So for me, it was this way. If my GPA is good enough this semester, then I find a lot of time, well, I find some time at least, when I think like, okay, I did my homeworks, I did everything what I wanted, so let's be social active. Like I will go with my friends, spend time with them, and do something interesting. And then if I'm social active, again, as I was talking before, so it was really supportive for me. And I don't know how good I would be my academic studies if I didn't have those communities which I had, like those people who supported me, who said like, come on, Shamil, you can do it, like do everything that you can, like you're cool. And it was really helping me. And at the same point, if I have, when I had unsatisfactory academic performance, in some semesters it happened, like I was feeling like, okay, I'm not doing like 100% well in this semester. And I was thinking, okay, like it was like stressful for me to be socially active because, well, my GPA is going down. If I become even more social active, I guess I will spend even less time for my studies. And then, well, logically, my GPA will go down. But at the same point, if I'm not social active, no one is supporting me. And for some people, it's really hard when no one supports you. And for me, it was. So, and I really needed to be inside communities. And yeah, and I was looking for this. But so, and this is kind of like dilemma, like, well, I cannot, well, I have unsatisfactory academic performance, so I'm not social active. And because I'm not social active, again, well, my performance goes a little bit down. But if I become super social active, then again, my performance will go down because I don't spend time on my studies, yes? So what are the tips for you from, yeah, which I underlined for myself during my this all 5 years of studies. So it was something like this. Evening is going to come. You know, like there's a midday and you are sitting like, well, you ate your lunch, you're sitting at your room and you're thinking, okay, what am I gonna do? Like maybe I would like to just sit or sleep or watch something. But then, well, there was this thought like evening will come. And if I study right now in the afternoon, then when evening comes, have I can have a rest. I can relax and well, but if I don't do anyway, I'll be somehow tired because evening anyway, for me it was like if you wake up in the morning, then in the evening you're tired. Or if you wake up in the afternoon, then at night you will be tired. So yeah, evening or night is going to come and how you're going to meet it. So, and for me, it was something like this. So you have a time to study, then study. Like, okay, just you have time, then just do it. And then when evening comes, you have a time. You have a time for yourself. And second think is this question mark. So I wouldn't like to stop at this, like you have time to study, just study. It's like whole life, you have time to study, study. Like, no, I don't believe in this, and I don't think this way. But if there is something really important that comes, then you can put priorities for yourself. Like, okay, I have something more important than GPA. Like, GPA is not the most important thing. But in some period of times, well, I don't have nothing more important than GPA. So I have time. So why shouldn't I study? Yes. But so if we increase the statement, so unless you have something more important than to study, if you have time to study, then just study. So I think it may be supportive for you, this statement that, well, you're having your time, you're having your semester, so it's 1 month left, and maybe you're thinking, okay, I want to relax more, I want to have more rest. Well, so do I, actually. And but I have time, so actually the beginning of May will come one day, and how we're going to meet it. Yes, like, are we going to meet it with I don't know, so maybe you can have B plus, but if you don't study, you will get B or B minus. And it's just kind of like, you can do something because you have this time. Like, this time, you have maybe nothing more important than study, so maybe it's really better to do it. Yeah, so I'm finishing. And if you have questions, I will be happy to answer.
All right, guys, any questions to Shamil? Please feel free to unmute yourself, or you can type your question in the chat.
Or you can just put likes, comments,
Yeah,
follow.
just give a reaction. All right, and if there are no questions to Shamil, we would like to thank you for your presentation. It was really interesting. So now let's then welcome our next speaker, Aygerim. Aygerim, the stage is yours. Aygerim, are you here with us? Okay, so maybe Aygerim has some problems with the internet. Let's then welcome our next speaker. Okay, you're here, I see.
Yeah, hello guys. So it seems that my internet is weak, and sorry for like, this kind of interference. And okay, let me present my presentation. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, we can hear.
So I think it's shown. It seems like I don't have such an information, valuable information or advice to the freshmen, as Shamil said before, but it's kind of more about my social experience, so my personal experience. It's Nazarbayev University as a chemical engineering student. So first of all, I want to thank academic advising unit for inviting me to such an event. It's an honor to me because it's going to be my first speech, so I'm a bit worried. Okay, so let me introduce myself. I'm Aygerim Kinjagali, and I'm a third-year chemical and materials engineering student here at Nazarbayev University. And so shortly about me, I From the foundation year, I have been socially active student because I like to interact with people, and I'm very communicative. So maybe these kind of skills pushed me to participate in many events and also in many clubs. So in foundation year, I was a head of PR department and the member of a new volunteers club. Then next year I came to a bachelor degree, and in the second year I opened a club called Kazakh Stage. Maybe you all know. So I was the first president of this club, and then I was a minister of internal affairs at IKEA student chapter. And now, currently, I'm a mentor at academic advising units, and so I'm a mentor of two amazing students, Mahsat and Dainagul, also chemical engineering students. I'm guiding them in their students' life, and I'm doing my best. So also, I'm a research intern at Global Environmental Geochemical Research Laboratory, EGRL, and a member of COC project team. So this is carbon capture and storage technology in Kazakhstan. So as you can see, being as a member of a new volunteers club, actually it gives many opportunities to participate in events, to help other people, not only university-wide events, but also the events in the Republic wide. So you can see we had many team buildings. We were actually like a family. And so my social experience started with this volunteering. But apart from volunteers club, also I was a member of a new team dance club. So many, yes, I really liked interacting with other people. Maybe this was a reason for my socially active life, student life. And then I came to a new IKEA, so American Institute of Chemical Engineers. This is more academic club. Here we, with these guys, had events and held events for chemical engineers, but not only chemical engineers, but also to other engineer students, because you may all know that there are stereotypes that chemical engineering students are very busy, busy with studying, and that there is no time to entertain themselves. And but not only chemical engineering, but also other students at NU are actually very passive, not so active, I would say. So for the purpose to give them more interaction, to give the opportunity for the students to feel like let's say the part of a new community, we actually held events. So there are some of them, and the events were like academic on academic part, but also as an entertaining ones. And then this was actually discovery for me. I came to the second year, and there was like immediate, I would say, spontaneous decision to open a club. The reason for this was actually my professor Gurtas Kurmanbay Sayenkaza, who was a professor on the course Kazakh drama, which I took on the first year as an advanced Kazakh course. And so it was as I said, it was a spontaneous decision. Professor used to invite other students to celebrate university-wide events, also to present Kazakh culture to the foreign delegates from like she called random students, and they're like, okay, come to this event, please help me to organize this event. And really without any specific group of people, group of students. So I suggested her to open a club which will combine the students, enthusiastic, talented, active, artistic students in one club, so that she will not be bothered by looking for other students. So so actually there were some guys, Riza and Darhan, who were with me, and we in the week we went to DSA to Balzan, saying that we want to open such a club because NU doesn't have such a club. So the purpose of our club is actually to present, to develop the Kazakh culture and theater at our university in the community of NU. And also, of course, to give the opportunity for our students to show themselves in many sites. Also, as you can see, we have always had rehearsals in Orange Hall, which is very big and which contains a very big audience. And this way, we wanted students to build self-confidence in themselves and to give them the opportunity to feel like you are presenting to whole the audience and to feel the stage. So I think this was a great opportunity. And first of all, in the first photo, we had only this amount of people in our club. So we just started with little, but our students were very active and they were very interested in the functions of our club. So so we had a first performance called Mahabat Dunya Boz. It was our first performance in the fall semester of the second year, yes, before the quarantine time. So there are some photos of our performances. There are photos behind the scenes. This process is very cool, very exciting, because like not people see only actors and the actresses are on stage, but actually there are also a bunch of people who are working behind the scene, who are responsible for the light, for the sounds, for music, and this process combined is very, I would say, so it requires hard working and also it requires more time. So I'm very thankful for these guys that they could combine their academic life with this kind of social life. And then in the spring semester we held the performance 305. So this is if the first performance was written by Gulta Sapai, and this performance was about the combination of Kazakh traditional and modern worlds. It was lyric about love. And then the second performance was written by our members. So we have had a recruitment, and many active students also joined our club, and very creative, I would say, very creative and talented people came to our club, and they built this performance themselves, like without help of any other people. So you can see that there was a big audience starting from the professors, not only Kazakh professors but also foreign professors. And so as you can see, we are now consisting of such amount of people. And yes, and now also this okay, these are like photos from the stage, I would say. But these are photos of our team buildings, of our photo shoots. Our guys are very friendly, actually. Our club is not just about friendship but family. We became family of students who share the common activities, common interests, I would say. And now, of course, we have not stopped our communication and our interaction, and we are continuing our work on social media. So you can follow us on Instagram, and you can follow our events which are being held. So NDT, for example, and the lyric concerts dedicated to Abay and Mukhari Makhatayev, they are all the combinations of old and the modern Kazakh cultures, I would say. And also, you can see here our project radio program by a new Kazakh stage. Our students wrote the scripts and gave advice to new students to be and also the main topics were about mental health, how to stay positive, optimistic in such quarantine days, even if you don't see each other, as it was in offline semesters, but also to stay together. So you can see there are Zoom events. All events are held on Zoom platform, and we of course have had audience of more than 30 and 40 people. So in any event, we suggest, not suggest, but we give the participants opportunity to win prizes, new branded prizes. Each participant actually can get them. And so that's all. Thank you for your attention. If you if there are some freshman students and want to come to our club to feel the atmosphere, to feel the club vibes, and to be friendly, just to have the friendship with us, and then you are more than welcome. Thank you for your attention. If you have any questions, you can ask me.
Okay, guys, so please feel free to unmute yourself or type your question in the chat. All right, so I guess there are no questions. Thank you, Aigirim, a lot for your wonderful presentation and sharing your experience with us. It was very interesting. And then I guess we can welcome our next speaker, Leila Umanova.
Hello, everyone. Just 1 second, I'll share my screen. Okay, hope you can see me and hear me. So good afternoon, my name is Leila, and today I want to talk with you about the importance of volunteering, networking, and a little bit of charity. So let me introduce myself. I'm a third-year biological sciences student, and here you can see some of my social experience background. So starting from a foundation, I was a mentor at a new Red Crescent Society, teaching English, math, and logics for children with physical or mental disabilities. And from the end of my foundation, I also started participating in mentorship program at Children's Development Foundation. There we also teach children from low-income families such subjects as English and math, and we also prepare them to pass entrance exams to NIS, BIL schools, and also prepare them for YNT, UBT, and NUFIB. And I was also a member of psychology club, We organized different conferences for students, and I was twice a volunteer at Stress Relief Week. Maybe some of you were lucky to see it offline. It's actually a very interesting and big event organized along with our psychological center at university. And what else? I also coordinated the mentoring program at CDF, and I was 3 times the coordinator of Warm Winter Project, where we supply kids from low-income families with warm clothes. This is a massive event that is held annually at our university and also beyond. And for now, I am a mentor at Academic Advising Unit, and I am also a HR manager at CDF. So this is just my background for you to know that I'm kind of have a right to say about social life, and I'm quite competent in this sphere. So, so as you may see from my experience, it's mostly about volunteering clubs, volunteering and charity activities, and these are the photographs from last March. In the middle of March, when everyone were sent to their homes, there was such rush, and actually many of the students had food supplies, right? Because we students, we live, we cook, and we needed to do something with needed food supplies. So we organized the food, how to say, collection, where students could donate the food that they want to use. And as well, we annually collect clothes that students or university staff don't need. And during this rush, we collected all of the food. We waited for students to donate them to us, and we transferred the clothes to Karagan shop. If you haven't heard, it's a social shop where people from low income class can buy clothes almost for free. It's located in Nur Sultan. And we also donated food supplies to those families who needed that. So I'm actually proud of our team because it was such a noble job, because everyone was in stress, right? We had to leave the campus. And even at this point, we organized such a donation campaign. So I think you're familiar with advantages of volunteering, right? But I want to stress those points that I experienced myself. So obviously it's a new experience, right? And I love one analogy that I heard at my school. So school is like an aquarium, right? You are surrounded by certain people and certain atmosphere, your teachers, and then you go out of that aquarium and see the real life. And I have my own analogy that university life is like a flow in the ocean, because you're also surrounded by specific group of people, specific. So our community is like a nice flow. Mostly everyone is passionate. You look around and you see successful students. We have nice stuff, right? And if you will you go beyond that flow, so life is an ocean and our university community is a flow, but life outside is of course different, and people are also different. People can be not as polite as in our community. People can be rude, and there are actually so many social problems worldwide. And by volunteering, you see that life is much more than just being a student. There are many aspects and opportunities actually. And so you get new acquaintances, you see new opportunities, and it's not only about charity. I was also volunteering at the Events by Volunteers Club. They actually provide very nice opportunities. Of course, it's a little bit sad that due to the online semester, there are less opportunities, but still there are many opportunities in which you can try yourself. And by doing something like charity, and charity is not only about donating money, right? You can donate your time, other things. It somehow boosts up your confidence and self-esteem, because you feel yourself like you're a part of something bigger, you are doing something that matters. And from this, I want to flow into another direction, which is networking. So mostly networking refers to social connections in career development, but I also want to stress out the importance and benefits generally in social connections. So firstly, I want to make a point that by making connections, you are getting noticed with whoever you meet, be it your friends, professors, just administration at our university. You're getting noticed. People will know you. People can refer to you if they have questions, and you can refer to other people as well. And it's also about new opportunities. By meeting new people, you talk, right? You communicate, and even if you have your own path at university as a major, you can also try yourself in other directions, and new connections can open new opportunities. And I want also to share one of my personal experience examples. When I was a freshman, um, maybe as some of you, I also had problems with GPA, but still I wanted to somehow entertain myself during the summer and to gain some mostly professional experience. And so as a biological science student, I took a modern biology course in the second semester of first year. And we had a lab instructor who just entered our country and started to work at Nazarbayev University. And I was one of the students who stayed till the end of the lab sessions. Sometimes experiments don't go well or you have to repeat something. And it just happened that I was one of the last students. And during that time that we had to wait for some experiments, I had small talks with professors, and well, I just established good connections. And at the end of the spring semester, so this was spring, I just somehow asked him if I could work at his lab. And actually, he was happy to say yes, of course, why not? And I was quite surprised because usually I was told previously that professors don't take freshman students and those with low GPA, but my professor didn't even ask me about my GPA, and I completed his lab course successfully, and we gained um, we just we had good connection, and I was quite lucky to be research trainee at his lab in the summer. So yes, GPA is important, but there are other ways within you can um, get your opportunities and try yourself. So don't just, yes, GPA is important, but don't restrict yourself only with studies. And such events, such opportunities might also get you a possible future job or career. And from this, I want to somehow summarize it by my favorite TED Talk, which is also on the topic of social connections. So are there any of you who have already heard about this? It's about like a 80-year study from Harvard researchers on the topic of what makes people happy. Can you just share if any one of you has heard about this or watched it? No, right?
No.
Okay. So here is the link. I really encourage you to watch it. This is my favorite TED Talk. And the reason why I like this, and firstly, I also had another question for you to discuss. Could some of you please share your lifelong goals? Don't be shy. Just, for example, it can be just whatever you aim to achieve in the long term, maybe by the age of 50, or something that you aim during your life. It can be career or becoming someone great.
For example, to become a great writer.
Great, sounds good. Others, just share your opinions. Or you're too shy to share your goals. It's okay. Okay, let me continue. So what they did, so firstly, the TED Talk starts with a reference to a small questionnaire that was held among the millennials. So young generation was asked on what are their long-term goals and what are they aiming for in life. And about 80% of respondents said it is to become rich and have a lot of money. And about 50% of young people said is to become famous. So I can relate. Yes, money is great, and somehow money can buy happiness. It's a quite interesting topic. But so what these researchers did, they tracked the lives of about 2,000 men, starting from the time of Great Depression in the US. Uh, that means it's the beginning and middle of 20th century, and they tracked their lives. So they communicated with people. So it's a study, right? They signed the consent form. Everything is official. They tracked their well-being, their health, generally how they feel about life. So they saw how. So they started the study from students, Harvard students or graduates, and they saw how they developed their career, relationship in general. And it's actually very interesting how many people were involved and their lives were tracked. And interestingly, they found that what really made people happy and their moral state was nice is good relationships with people. And the main thesis of their study was that the good relationships keep us happier and also healthier. And it's very interesting because mostly we focus on different things in life. Like I'm sure many of you have anxieties about your future, your career, GPA, and other things, what to do in life. But life is happening now, and especially with your friends, with your families. Of course, we have different relationships with people, but there were even scientific evidences that close connections, people who at their ages of 50 and 60 and who were satisfied with their relationships, they were actually healthier at the age of 80. So it's incredible, right? And it wasn't their middle age cholesterol level that predicted their well-being of people. It was the strength, the bond between connection of people. And it also turned out that people at the ages of 80 who had someone nearby, be it a spouse, partner, or grandchildren, children even near sight. So those people had better memory. So those people's memories stayed sharper for longer time. So that's how I want to stress out the point of my small talk and overall today's other presentations, that um, good relationships are important, and don't restrict yourself just with career and your measure pathway. Try yourself in other sphere also. You can meet incredible people, especially now university. I'm sure you already noticed that our students are really so different and inspiring. And I guess that's it. And I want to conclude with one of the quotes by Winston Churchill: "You make a living by what you get, and you make life by what you give." Thank you. If you have any questions, you can ask me. You can also contact me in social medias or whatever. You can find me as Leila Umanova. And that's it.
Okay, so are there any questions to Leila? All right, seems there are no questions. Thank you, Leila, a lot for sharing your advice with us, and your presentation was really super informative. Now let's welcome our next speaker, Araylam. So Araylam, the stage is yours.
Hello, everyone. I hope you hear me. Let me share my screen first. So, my topic is today I'm going to talk about why it's important to be socially active at university. Let me introduce the topic, the outline of my speech. Firstly, I'm going to talk about shortly about me, and secondly, reasons to build social relationships at university, and last but not least, why relationships should be healthy. And of course, if you have questions, you can ask me. Shortly about me, I'm third year economics student. I'm currently mentor at Academic Advising Unit. I'm ex-member of a new tennis club, Nomad Debating Club, and I was the translator manager at social project Han Academic Kazakh. I'm a research assistant at Casualty Department. Also, I'm certified graduate of emotional intelligence from Mind Matters, and I'm a certified professional florist. So let's move on to the reasons to build social relationships at university. Of course, there are many reasons to build social relationships at university, and at some time, as Leila mentioned, academic standing is not important as social relationships at university. So, for example, let me introduce these three main reasons. First, making social connections is a part of adult life. Secondly, being socially active helps you to find likable people. And thirdly, most importantly, it helps you to build communication, emotional intelligence, and problem-solving skills, and helps you to improve critical thinking skills. Moving back to the first reason, making social connections is a part of adult life. University is a place when you build yourself as an adult and when you develop certain skills, when you meet many people, and university life is filled with hard times, would it be academic problems or your personal struggles, and it's important to help and give your support to others, and as well as gaining their support and help. It's really important, and the university is also a place when you make bright memories, when you remember for your whole lifetime, and of course, university friends, university social connections became the most important, not the most, but important people in your life. So moving to the next part, being socially active helps you to find like-minded people. That's true. You may also have known that Nazarbayev University contains a lot of student clubs, starting from sports club to art clubs and piano clubs, and many of them. And the student clubs are the perfect place to find like-minded people and to be on the same wavelength with. They will understand you, they will catch your interests, and you will be, this is a perfect place to find good friends. And thirdly, most importantly, being socially active helps you to develop communication skills, emotional intelligence skills, problem solving, and life is not going to bring you the people with whom you are willing or you are ready to talk with, to communicate with, and it's important to gain this knowledge when you find another person's way of thinking, way of talking, way of communicating, because it's important at workplace, it's important in university, even in some family gatherings. You just have to find a way to communicate with people, and the university is the perfect place for developing that skill. Okay, moving to the next slide. Uh, and I have came to the most important part of my presentation, why relationships should be healthy. I want to mention that toxic relationships are not only with your partners. They might be with your friends, they might be with your parents, with anyone, any social connection that you have in your life. And it's important to know that toxic relationship may give you a bad effect to your mental health, physical health, or academic standing. And it's important to recognize them. to be able to avoid the problems in your life. So as I already mentioned, you have to be able to understand and manage your own emotions, your feelings. In other words, you have to be emotionally intelligent, or improve your emotional intelligence skills. So that way you will be able to recognize which relationships are suitable for you, which are not. And this is very important for your mental and physical health, and of course academic standing. Thirdly, healthy relationships will help you to flourish and be powerful in your best years. As I completed emotional intelligence course, the most important thing I learned was that mental unhealthiness leads to physical unhealthiness. So for example, if you have grief, it affects your lungs. If you don't speak up, if you collect everything in your inside and don't speak up, your heart struggles, and these mental struggles become physical illnesses. And this is very important to build healthy relationships and keep track of your mental health. This is, of course, comes from the roots of healthy relationships, healthy social connections. And lastly, and the most importantly, if you need help, please contact Counseling Center and take care of yourselves. At NU, we have many great counseling center workers. They are really good at their work. Yeah, so please contact them if you have questions. Uh, my presentation is finished. Thank you for hearing me. If you have questions, let me know.
Okay, guys, any questions? All right, I see that there are no questions. Everything was clear. Thank you, Arelam, a lot for your presentation. It was really useful. And let's welcome our last speaker, Ayavlam.
Oh, hi, do you hear me well?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Ayao Lim. I'm a third year political science international relations student. And today I would like to not speak about social life in general. I would like to talk about to what kind of academic, not only academic, but career, personal development achievement it can bring if you are socially active. So let me demonstrate my screen. Do you see everything? Okay. Can I? Okay, great. So why is it important to be socially active? Before starting, I would like to introduce myself. Who am I in general? So currently, I'm a writing fellow in the Writing Center of Nazarbayev University and a mentor in Academic Advising Unit. Also, I'm an intern in the National Center for the Quality of Roads. At the same time, ex-member and writing supervisor of Student Government Ministry of Media and Communication, ex-board member of Kazakh Khan Academy, a research project on STEM students, which is going to be sent to be published, and also volunteering projects. At the same time, I was a new campus guide when the campus was open. And the last one is I'm currently also teaching and preparing students to be part of Nazarbayev University, which means I'm preparing for these exams that they need to take. First, I'm going to focus on the new student club, second volunteering works, and research in internship. I know that it's not about being socially active, but being socially active can benefit in doing research and finding internships, because as we are all students, having these internships and being have a really good academic standing is important as well. First, a new student clubs. When you are just a freshman, and even not just freshman, you can be in your second, third year as well. It's fine to start to be a part of any student club in our university. First thing that you need to think, in my opinion, is understand your interests, because all people are different. It's impossible to have the same interests. And at the same time, you need to find out the areas where you want to improve. Why is it important? Because even though I was in the beginning interested in drawing and just drawing, to be honest, and I wanted to learn a language. That's it. I have never thought that I can be doing some maybe editing videos or doing some posters or attracting sponsors or something like this. I have never thought about myself in this way. However, I wanted to try these areas out, and some of them were not really successful. Some of them were successful. So it's really important to try different things in order to understand what you really want from this life, because when you graduate from school, you don't know where you belong for real, usually how it happens. So, and that's why, and it's not a problem to be a part of any student clubs, because we have more than 100 clubs in our university, and all of them are, I think, cheerful and welcome to have new participants. So please don't hesitate, approach any of them, even though you have no background. I think you can figure this out. And also, it's really important to get to try to gain some skills, even though it's really important to have friends. In order to find friends, you can go to these clubs and you can build the social networking. It's great and it's really important. At the same time, you should balance it with gaining some skills that can be really applicable and important for you in the future. So you'll get networking opportunities. It means that you will have new friends, and these networking opportunities can be a really good result for you in the future. And also you will be engaging in projects, group works, conferences, and this is really important because you will learn how to cooperate, how to bargain, how to understand other people. And the last one is the most important one, is that you learn about yourself, which is really important, because without this new student clubs that I have entered, I would not ever know about myself in that way that I know now. So here are the some shots from these events. Here you can see different choir or I forgot this, I think Tuesday night, but I'm not sure. This is Political Junkies, KVN. So here are, as you can see, it's really attractive, and you can see that there are people are together, and it's really important to be together with other students in order to feel yourself as a whole person. Here, I want to show you what kind of skills I got while being as a member of these student clubs. The first one is the important one, is writing. I have never thought that I would like to write this much. So thanks to these student clubs, you can reveal your strengths and your future choices. So as first, it's like writing, SMM specifics, because you need to promote your clubs, creating posters, helping and consulting other students, HR, organizing major events, which is also good. You can reveal your leadership skills and to what extent you are stress resistant, and also publishing posters for the EU official site, and attracting sponsors and bargaining with them, communicating and cooperating with other entities, editing videos, and finding new friends. I don't know if you see this, but here is a heart. And also one is the major project that we had is in student government's NU Поговорим, but it's not functioning right now because I think it will continue when everything will be offline. And also the most important thing is that alone we can do little, but together we can do so much. So that's why I try not to avoid other people, other students, and try to cooperate with them, and it should work out for you. Second one is volunteering works, and it provides a lot of opportunities for you. And first, you can make some difference to the lives of others. You can make them happier, and you can help the environment, and or you can help others less fortunate or without a voice. So you can feel yourself as a good person if you really help others, and you can help others to feel valued and part of the team as well. And you can spend some quality time away from work and a busy life, so gain confidence, self-esteem, and you will get a good CV profile. As we know, volunteering works are welcomed in any entities where you are applying. So here are some examples where you can get this volunteering works. Is a new volunteering club. Of course, you should always follow their emails. They constantly send some volunteering events where you can take a part, and also you can take a part in Development Foundation, for example, garage sale. They organize different volunteering works, like a warm winter, this garage sale, which is really great. Also, student government, it's you are helping here other students of NU with the similar issues. So this is a work on a voluntary basis, and it's a powerful entity of Nazarbayev University. So please try. Also, you can try Kazakhan Academy, where we aim to help other not Russian or English speaking students, school students. Basically, it's usually in rural places where they don't have access to a quality education, by translating and dubbing these um, videos, because all we know is that Khan Academy videos are really good. Also, you can be part of new departments like AAU. You can become a mentor, which is a volunteering work as well. Also, writing fellows. So if you're really good and like writing, so you can try this too by helping other students with their writing pieces. So this is just a photo from garage sale, which was, I think, 1 year ago. And why research? Practical gains from doing research. By doing this, by trying yourself in different social clubs of NU, you can become a part of you can do some research as well. And there are some practical gains from doing research, is that you can become a TA or a research assistant. You can do some breakthroughs. When you are a socially active, you can have a lot of ideas, and this a lot of ideas can turn into a breakthrough that you can write as a research. Also, you can get a publication, you can publish your work, and this is a really good bonus for you to have a research, because every entity is welcome, not every, but most of the entities, like a master's if you want to go, or job, or in internships, having a published work is a really good bonus. And also, why research? It's like you'll be really close to your faculty. Basically, it's professors usually, so you will have opportunity to connect with other faculty and other student researchers who work in the same area of your interest. And also you will get scholarship opportunities, and also it's a good line for your resume. How to start? It's like you first need to register and understand methods, courses in your curriculum. After this, you need to choose your focus and brainstorm, do some research by yourself, which exactly research field you want to focus on. And also after this, you need to approach your third 100 or 400 level professors with whom you worked, who know you better than other professors. And the last one, internships. So all of these things that you have done in your social life as a member of school, public club member, you can get a really good internships. And okay, when you want to get an internship, the one who offers a job or internship looks at your resume and at the skills that you got, and these skills you can get from the social clubs of NU. And here you can get in internship is really important to gain this experience, to have opportunity to learn, to watch, and have a better understanding of what you're doing. So it's more serious, but all of these student clubs that you have engaged can provide you with good internship opportunities. And here, how to find internships is first you need to prepare your resume. It should be done. You should prepare your motivational letter because some of them can require this. And also you need to get some valuable skills that you can get from these student clubs. And also you need to follow this center. Oh, I forgot the full name.
Career
Okay.
and Advising Center.
Yeah, Career Advising Center. You need to, thank you very much, follow their updates. And also you can do it by yourself by emailing or calling the companies. Or also you can get this, there are a lot of websites where international internships are provided. So you can just follow the links that they provide. And also, for example, why all of these social lives that I have done through these 4 years from my foundation year gives you really good work experience, interest, and work-related skills for your resume, which will be really valuable for others in the future. Hence, please try to be socially active in order to build yourself as a person. Thank you very much for listening. Do you have any questions? No questions? Okay. Yeah. Any questions?
Okay, so guys, please feel free to address your questions since we are already finishing their conference. So don't miss your chance to ask questions.
Okay, thank you very much for listening. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you, Ayolum, for your presentation. So that's the end of the MentorCon conference on the social life. So hope you guys found it really useful. And I would like to thank you speakers for the wonderful presentation and you guys for joining us today. So, and please keep in mind that the link will be provided later. Thank you.